Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live as a concubine in ancient China's Ming Dynasty? Well, buckle up, because today we're going to take a deep dive into the cruel things that were considered normal for these women. From rigorous selection processes to managing an emperor's sex schedule, the lives of Ming Dynasty concubines were far from glamorous. And trust us, you won't want to miss the shocking and disturbing traditions that these women had to endure. In this particular historical period, the Ming Dynasty reigned over China from 1368 to 1644 AD. The Ming Dynasty is widely recognized for its trade expansion, which established cultural connections from the West. Additionally, the dynasty is celebrated for its literary works, dramatic productions, and globally recognized porcelain. However, not all members of society had positive experiences during this period, especially women. In particular, the concubines in the royal palace suffered horrific abuse and torture due to traditional customs. The Forbidden City, also known as Guanjing in Chinese, served as the imperial palace during the Ming and Qing dynasties, and is now known as the Palace Museum. Located at the center of Beijing, it covers a vast area of 74 hectares, and its rectangular shape makes it the world's largest palace complex. Women living within the Forbidden City were kept hidden away in the imperial quarters, deep inside the palace, and were prohibited from leaving the northern section or entering the inner court. Most women were employed as maids and servants, but a few were selected as concubines, whose primary responsibility was to bear children for the emperor. The concubines, who gave birth to male offspring, were promoted to imperial consorts, with empress occupying the top position. Since Chinese emperors spent most of their time secluded from their subjects and confined to their palaces, the concubines were significant to them, as they spent most of their leisure time with them. Some emperors rarely left their palaces, except for occasional hunting expeditions or visits to their ancestors' graves. During the Ming Dynasty, the emperor was known to keep himself and his wives and concubines confined within the Forbidden City. Even his ministers were not allowed to speak to him directly, and the roads were cleared whenever he traveled to ensure no one could see him. It was customary for emperors to have many women at their disposal for entertainment, with one emperor having as many as 120 women at one point. To select women for the court, a rigorous selection process was carried out. All young unmarried women were required to go through this process, except for those who were married or had certified physical disabilities. The girls were brought to the gate of the Forbidden City for inspection and accompanied by their relatives, clan heads, and local officials. In 1621, a Ming emperor, Tian Kai, ordered eunuchs nationwide to select 5,000 13 to 16-year-old girls as his spouses. The best candidates were chosen as imperial concubines after multiple rounds of elimination. On the first day, 1,000 ladies were dismissed for not reaching physical standards. On the second day, eunuchs assessed the women's bodies, speech, and habits, rejecting another 2,000. For grace, the woman's feet, hands, and motions were observed on the third day. Gynecological exams eliminated 700 more of the remaining 1,000. The final 300 were tested for intelligence, merit, and morality in the palace for a month. 3 imperial concubines were chosen. No exceptions were allowed in the selection procedure, ensuring the emperor had the most desirable women in his court. In ancient China, secretaries were responsible for managing the emperor's sex schedule. They strictly regulated the rotation of concubines who slept with the emperor, with the empress and highly ranking concubines having priority. The lower ranking concubines were expected to simply pleasure the emperor without bearing his children, and spent their days engaging in activities like sewing, painting, and putting on makeup to please him. The founder of the Ming Dynasty, the Hangu Emperor, rose to power from being a penniless monk. He was known for his brutality, not just on the battlefield, but also behind closed doors. He controlled every aspect of his concubines' lives, even after death, by having them killed or buried alive alongside him. The next two emperors continued this tradition until it was abolished by the Zhangtong Emperor. Emperor Xi Jing was obsessed with finding a potion for eternal life, which he believed required the menstrual blood of virgins. To obtain this ingredient, thousands of girls were rounded up, taken to the Forbidden City. Many died from starvation due to restricted diet. However, a group of 16 concubines fought back by attempting to strangle the emperor with a ribbon from one of their hairs. Wu Ziatan was Emperor Taizong's concubine at 14, with a lower rank than her rivals. However, she accompanied him as a servant and had access to his bedroom to change the imperial sheets. It is believed that she used this opportunity to poison him. Wow, that was a journey through the dark and disturbing world of Ming Dynasty concubines. We hope this video shed light on the unjust treatment of women during this time and made you reflect on the importance of gender equality. It's incredible to think that these practices were once considered normal and accepted, but it's essential to acknowledge our history to prevent these atrocities from happening again. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as we did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more incredible content like this. Thanks for watching.